Hello, Indonesia. This is Zeke Finn. Check out my interview on CreativeDisc.com on the #1 music website in Indonesia.
Hello, seed lovers. Welcome back to another Creative Disc exclusive interview with me, Luthfi. And today's guest is a soloist who said in his Spotify profile, he grown in Itacha, hustle in Brooklyn, and living in Los Angeles. Ooh, and advocate for the well-being of magical creators. Like, oh, what? Really? Magical creators? Kind of unique, right? Kind of unique, I think. Like, and his new single called Wildflower is a unique too, and reminded me from the tune that I loved during my senior high school years. So, please welcome. This is my guest today. This is Zeke Finn.
Yo,
Oh my god,
what up?
good. I've almost coughed. So, how are you doing today, Zeke?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So, what kind of activity that you are doing recently right now?
I mean, just making music. That's where I just came from, the studio. So, writing, recording. I shot a music video a couple days ago for another song on Sunday. So just hustling. Yeah.
Is it like new single?
Yeah. I'm gonna be putting like a few new singles out over the next several months. So pretty excited. Yeah.
It's like been a productive year for you, I think, this time.
Yeah. Trying to just move forward, you know. But it's a great year.
Yeah. So, like, do you watch like any like maybe like do you have any TV series that you watch, or maybe like book recently that you read, or anything like that?
I really like this show Succession on HBO. Did you see that?
Not yet, but I will watch it.
It's very like it's a drama, but it's like it's kind of like theatrical and almost like a dystopian feeling. Feels like a little this world, but it feels like a little bit its own world. Yeah, it's cool. They just came out with a new season like a few weeks ago, so I've been watching that.
Okay, I will watch it because I love that kind of story like that. Oh my god, it's on IMDb. It's like 8.7. I must watch it. Thank you for the recommendation.
Yeah, I think season 3 they just hit. So.
Yeah. So let's talk about your newest single called Wildflower. So tell me more about it.
It's a song that I wrote it with my producer basically on Zoom in the middle of COVID quarantine. We were just kind of locked up in our houses, and we just kind of kept going back and forth. And once we got basically the lyrics written, he was in the desert in Joshua Tree, which is like a couple hours outside of LA, and I went to his spot there, recorded the vocals. We worked on some production a little bit, and then he ended up moving to Australia and like finishing producing the song in a hotel quarantine room. And then as that was happening, I was writing with this band Lucius for some of their work, and I showed them the song and they really liked it, so I asked them to sing on it. So that's what they're featuring on the track. Yeah.
I think it's like it's like an isolation track, I think, because you made everything via online, you make everything via isolation. Is it kind of like an awkward for you first to make something in the isolation mode?
I don't think awkward, but it like I think we had to figure out how to like write in real time on the computer, you know, just like you and I, like it could cut out. It's hard to speak, so even more so sometimes it's hard to like you're trying to sing or play instruments, like. But honestly, I've written a lot of songs since COVID, like on FaceTime or on Zoom, and I think like even in the world where like everything's, you know, can be in person, I think I'm gonna still use the opportunity to be able to write with people like in other places in the world, you know, because of this. So it's cool.
So what's the idea behind the song? What's the idea behind this Wildflowers?
Well, the song's kind of connected to like the story that I was saying of how it was written, you know, like feeling pretty isolated. The song is almost like this like kind of fantasy world of like this little journey, and kind of just allowed us while writing it to feel like we're wildflowers and we're free, you know.
Because I think I kind of like this track. Like I said before in this opening, because you know it really takes me back into the 20s indie pop. Like I think like indie pop boom, like Foster the People, MGMT, and Grouplove, like you know the explosive that indie pop one. Like what's the inspiration? Like I think like what's the influence when you are writing this song? Do you have like any specific moment or music when you are writing this song?
Yeah, it's interesting. Like people say MGMT, like actually the person who mixed the song, Dave Sardi, he mixed a lot of MGMT's like first records.
Wow.
And so I don't know, just somehow it like just wound up in that sonic world. I don't know like if we were ever trying to sound a certain way. We just kind of created and something happened, you know.
So talking about the music video, so what's and who's the idea you making that kind of video, that kind of funny music video? Whose idea is that?
It's the song's idea. No, really, because you know sometimes you think like, what am I gonna make a music video about? Sometimes you try to tell a story, it doesn't quite fit with the song, or you make up a completely different story. And I was thinking of a bunch of different ideas, and then I kind of realized that like when I was writing the song, I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool like instead of making a lyric video where you just write out everything, like what if we just act out everything essentially? So that's like kind of what we did, you know, like there's rhubarb in the song and the strawberries and the whipped cream and the, you know, chainsaw. We just threw it all in there. So it's pretty funny. Like when I was getting the props together, just like going to the stores, like getting all the things that I had written about in my song, you know.
Because you know it's kind of funny, like you know it's kind of like broken. I think it's like a kind of broken green screen. I think it's kind of like superficial 20s video, but 2010s video, but you know it kind of look cool, I think.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it was
yeah.
a lot of fun.
So I think like it's kind of like unique. Like your previous release Kingdom Come is very, very different from this track from Wildfire. So why you choose this different approach to your newest single?
I mean, well, that song Kingdom actually wasn't finished.
Oh.
But it was licensed in a TV show on Netflix with Zac Efron, where he travels around. It's called Down to Earth, and because it was in the show, we ended up releasing the song, and then the song got Shazammed like a bunch of times.
Oh wow!
And so it was like the show kind of forced that song to come out. So there was going to be like a lot bigger production and whatnot. Instead, it was just like piano, vocal. So I think like They are different, but I you know, all the songs that I'm releasing over the next year like are gonna have a lot of energy for sure.
Because but when you are when you've got your song license on Zac Efron show on the Zac Efron show, I think like how do you feel like do you feel like wow?
Um,
Hello?
it felt, you know, honestly, I knew they were going to use it, but I wasn't sure exactly when the show was coming out. And then I was like, I was at my parents' house in upstate New York, and I just started getting messages from people saying like, "Hey, where's this? Where can we find this song?"
Oh
Like,
wow.
and it's because I didn't put the song out. The show came out, and I got a lot of messages. So we said, "Oh,
Yeah.
better quickly get it out." And then we found out that it got people Shazammed it. Like now it's been Shazammed like 50,000 times just from the show, which is pretty wild. But it was a nice moment because I was like pretty at that moment. I was like wasn't sure what I was doing. Honestly, it was a little, you know, it was in the heart of Corona quarantine and not interacting with people. So to like get messages from people and people, you know, via social media, like connecting with my music was actually really nice.
Oh man, that's a story. That's quite a story. That's quite a story.
Yeah.
So you said that in the past you with your parent perform at the circus. Maybe like can you remember the little bit story about it?
did your research.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, my dad was the ringmaster and I was the assistant ringmaster. So I had a little outfit just like him. And in the summers we would travel around and we did this audience participatory theater called the Backyard Circus. So we went to like many different fairs and festivals. It was cool. And I used to get free, like I'd get a pass that I could go to like all the rides at the fair, you know? So that was like that was fun. And I could eat like unhealthy food that my mother would never let me eat. So it was the best.
What kind of like unhealthy food that your mother doesn't want to eat?
Well, my mother made me eat like very, very healthy food, like only like only organic, only natural. But like at fairs and festivals, there was like a lot of, you know, like I didn't grow up drinking soda or eating candy or anything.
Wow.
Yeah. No soda, no candy, no fake colors, you know, nothing.
Wow, it's very, very healthy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, on your opinion, like, what's your most favorite circus performance? What's your like, you know, in circus performance, there are so many act, there's so many trick and circus performance. On your opinion, what's your favorite one?
Um, I mean, like the lions and the tigers are cool. I like them.
Why?
Because I love lions and tigers. I'm a Leo, so I'm a lion.
Oh, you're Leo. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, here's the thing. Like, what's the thing in circus world that you learn and you apply in your music career?
Being comfortable on stage, I guess.
Oh.
You know, I think stage presence is an important thing. So to learn that as a kid was good.
Oh, yeah. So, mention records. Mention like records. It can be an album. Like really change your life.
I mean, the first couple Coldplay records for sure.
Ooh.
Um,
The Parachutes one and A Rush of Blood to the Head.
yeah, really the first three Coldplay records, I would say.
Yeah.
There's also a song that I just really that's like my favorite song which is like The Pursuit of Happiness by Kid Cudi.
Oh
It's like
yeah.
Epic song. I don't know.
Yeah.
I live with that song a lot.
Yeah, it kind of like Man on the Moon. I think like it's like it hit his best finest work because
Yeah, that whole record is amazing.
Yeah.
Um,
So,
yeah.
anything else?
No, you go ahead.
Okay, Zeke. So, mention 5 things we didn't know about you.
5 things you didn't know about me.
Yeah.
I golf.
Oh.
Play golf, you know. I
Maybe it can like like your favorite movies. It can be your favorite TV shows. It can be everything. Maybe your favorite music, piano, or maybe like favorite moment on your circus. It can be everything.
You want 5 things, all right? So
Yeah,
one
yeah.
thing that you didn't know about me. One thing is that I golf. The other thing is you knew I grew up in Ithaca. Danced ballet as a kid.
Oh wow.
I live by the beach. I speak some Spanish.
Oh, see.
What else? That was, how many was that? That was.
It's 4. It's the last one. The 5th, the 5th one.
All right. What else? I can stand on my head.
Wow. You learned that on circus, or you learned that on your own?
I don't know how I learned it. Maybe yoga. I don't know.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I bet you could stand on your head too.
Yeah. Me. It is like one of my biggest wish list, I think.
Oh, you
Without
can?
No. It's like I still kind of learn of that because I've like lately I've doing yoga from internet one, but for curing my back pain I've like maybe like back pain, so I do some yoga to cure that.
Oh, so you're getting there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So my very last question: what's next for Zeke Finn?
It's more music, honestly. You can expect a lot more music.
Like your new single maybe in this like recent years or recent date?
You're saying the single I just put out, or singles coming out after that?
Yeah, singles coming out. Like
oh
it's
yeah,
kind of like coming closely.
I think like the top of like the beginning of January, I should have a new song.
Okay, that's a teaser.
Easier, yeah. I'll for sure let you know before it comes up.
Okay. So Zeke Finn, thank you very much for this interview. Thank you for having me for this interview. It's like a nice chit chat. Like it's like a really nice chit chat for this interview. Thank you very much, Zeke. Thank you for your time. And you can check his new single called Wildflowers. Is it out now? You can check it and you will blown by it. Okay.
Thank you so much. It was great to meet you.
Yeah. Thank you. This is CreativeDisc exclusive interview. Luthfi signing out, and this is Zeke Finn also signing out. Bye bye.
Peace.